24, verse 6. Sorry, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. You got people talking about pray for my city, pray for this. They had a whole telethon with all these so-called movie stars and art song musicians talking about raising money for the people of Harvey and Houston and Irma, okay? But guess what? This is the beginning of sorrows, man, okay? They're already saying that if another catastrophe like Harvey happened, they're going to bankrupt FEMA, man. So they claim, man, okay? But like the scripture, like Yahweh said himself, man, all this is the beginning of sorrows, man. This is the beginning. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It's even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, so that's right. That day is great. That is none like it, man. So what's the trouble that's coming, the trouble that's brewing, because like Yahweh said, all the other things, those are just the beginning of sorrows. You had that solar eclipse happen, and it X'd out half of America, man. Right across America, man. Okay? They said all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Because in Jeremiah 30 and 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. So you can look at all the time the destruction that happened to Israel. What's about to happen is going to be nothing like that, man. Okay, Esau and Darfur, they're going to bring out all their toys, okay? And they're going to starve out the ghettos, okay? So that no man can get into any city, and we're going to get that. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? Good, man, good.
It's good. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. It says, and that's right, man. We're doing a good work out here, man. This is a good work. This is the work of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? You know, most people be like, oh, why you out here? They look at you all crazy. But they don't know that this is a good work, man. You think helping some homeless person with a sandwich, that's good work? That ain't good work, man. Anyway, reading on. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It's even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That's right, because this time that's coming is going to be worse than Messiah. It's going to be worse than the overthrow of Rome, the overthrow of Jerusalem by the Romans, man. Okay? The hell that's coming is going to be unbelievable, man. But the he that shall be saved out of it is the elect of Israel, man. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. That's right. There's going to be race riots out here, man. That's what that is, man. Never mind class riots or family riots. There's going to be race riots out here, man. And you see they getting ready for that, man. They fomenting for that, man. Okay? And it's not just going to be so-called blacks against so-called whites, man. Okay? Because the so-called Mexicans, so-called Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Native Americans, they're going to get with the so-called black man. They're going to come together. They're going to get the best of the Edomites and the rest of the heathen nations, man. And that's why they're going to have to call in Darfur. That's why they're going to have to call in NATO. That's why they're going to have to call in the Gerber troopers, man. Okay? And they're going to be, when they get here, they're going to be throwing Jakes, 230, and some of the elect going to get thrown into those concentration camps, but the elect going to be delivered. That's why they said, the he that shall be delivered, Jeremiah 30 and 7, towards the end. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The he that shall be saved out of it is the elect, man. Okay? So let's go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. That's right. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All the world of Israel and the rest of the heathen nations, man. Because your destruction is drawing nigh and you don't even know it. You think America's going to go on forever. You think Trump's going to make America great again. Okay? You think white pride is going to keep having supremacy over other people, man? But your destruction is drawing nigh, man. You Edomites, you so-called white people, you're going to be destroyed. And your children. You don't even know that. You think America's army is that strong. But again, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth none. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in the hand. That's great, right? But there shall be sedition among men, which those uprising for the people. And in that one another they shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and of course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's right. They're not going to regard President Trump's voice, man. They're not going to regard your governor's voice. They're not going to regard the policeman. And in that day when Gmshawaii happened, hey, the policemen going to throw in their badges, man. It's going to be that bad. Policemen going to throw in their badges. Why do you think Trump is militarizing the police, man? Okay? And Barack Obama wanted to do it, but he saw the flag he was catching, so he stopped it. He paused it, man. And now, Trump is reinstating it, man. Okay? A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Why? Because there's going to be military checkpoints. Okay? This kind of stuff is going to be nationwide, man, and worldwide. Okay? Militarization of the police says plus the banning of emails, cell phones. So all your social media is going to be destroyed. The internet's going to be down. They're going to get rid of the YouTube. Okay? All of that's going to be destroyed. Okay? You're going to have martial law sweeping through all America. They're going to have checkpoints from city to city. So you're not going to be able to go from New York to New Jersey, Brooklyn to Queens. Okay? U.S. already over 600 concentration camps set up to contain a mass number of U.S. citizens under the guise of national emergency, man. And that's right, FEMA. All the FEMA camps, man. Why you think they pushing all these different people from one state to the next, man? You know, what they're doing, they basically surrounding all the people, man. Oh, so when a national disaster happens, hey, go to your local FEMA agency, man. Your local concentration camp, man. Because the people, once starvation happens, you can't eat. Hey, the people, man, they're going to want to know what's going on, man. So they're going to want to eat. So they're going to go to them FEMA camps to get them meals ready to eat, man. But in order to get those meals ready to eat, you got to get the RFID chip. And if you take the chip, you're going to get put to death. And if you don't take the chip, or you deny the chip, they're going to put you to death. I'd rather die for not taking the chip, man, than taking the chip and being destroyed in nuclear fire, man, by the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? So this is talking about when you read 2nd Ezra chapter 15, 14 on down. Read it on. A man shall desire to go into a city, but shall not be able to. They shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That's right, the pride of America, man. The proud, the true, the marine, America the great, all this other madness. The freest country on the earth. The bastion of liberty. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for a great tribulation. That's right, so people going to be in tribulation when they can't eat. Okay? So your favorite buddy, he going to break into your house, he going to kill you, take your goods because of lack of bread. That's called famine. 2 Ezra 16 and 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, man. So a lot of you people on this earth, you're going to die just because of pure starvation, man. And if you escape the starvation, you get to a concentration camp, you get the chip, and you eat your little food, drink a little plastic pack of water, eat your meals ready to eat. Guess what? The sword's going to destroy you ultimately, and that sword is the sword of the Heavenly Father, which is the nuclear missiles, man. Where the Lord said his sword's going to be bathed in heaven. Okay? Okay? Lamentations chapter 2. Lamentations 2. Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, which is famine. For these pine away, stricken through the want of fruits of the field, man. So they that be destroyed with the sword are better than they that be destroyed with hunger, man, with famine. Because by that, you pine away, man. And you see it, man. And the Lord has put millions of people to death by famine many, many times, man. Even Israelites, man. Look at what happened in Masada, man. People, we starved. Look at when the Romans besieged Jerusalem. We starved, man. A lot of Jakes starved. Okay? Right? Right? So the preacher said, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for a want of fruits of the field, man. And that's why a lot of you Jakes, you're going to take that chip, man. When they tell you that either you take the chip or you die of hunger, the majority of you Jakes, you Israelites, starting off with the women of our nation, you're going to line up for that, man. These women, they like their teats, they like their treats, they like their benefits. Okay, you want to put your children in the military? Okay, you want to sign up for these government programs? But when these government programs are ended, okay, when you gotta be forced to sell your body for food, okay, they're gonna line up by the droves, man. And you see they're already ready to do it, man. Okay? All right? Yep, that's why Esau, he knows you Jakes, you like to eat, man. You get your little EBT day, okay? And y'all just run to the store to get these GMO foods, man. So what's gonna happen when you can't eat? You got families with like 4 and 5 kids, okay? Or more. No man in the house. Okay, you women, you're gonna be desolate out here, man. You women, you're gonna be desolate out here, man. Okay? Many more you're gonna perish by starvation, man, than by the sword, man. Millions and millions of people are gonna starve to death, man. Okay? Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Chapter 16. 19. Behold, verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as a scourge for a minute. A minute of what? For the wickedness that Israel is perpetuating, man. Because this judgment is going to start at the house of Israel, man. Then where's going to lead the rest of these ungodly people, man? They're Canaan prophet, man. Okay? Behold, famine and plague are famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. And that's right. For all these things that we're telling you that famine, death, and destruction, plagues, the sword is coming for 2/3 of Israel. It's coming to the world. But you're not being mindful of that. You're not being mindful of the scourges. You're not turning away from your wickedness, man. Okay? Like Apostle always say, man, it should be, every city should have camp after camp after camp on every corner, man. But you don't see that, man. Okay? Because this is a small sanctuary, man. And only the elect are going to receive this word and hear this word and take heed to this word. The rest, you're just going to be destroyed. Okay? 2nd Ezra 15 and 1. I'm sorry, 15 and 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's right, all the unfaithful, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness, man. All the non-believers, okay, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness. Okay? Amos 9 and 8. Amos 9 and 8. Amos 9 and 8, behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon a simple kingdom, and I will destroy from out the face of the earth, saving I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. So that simple kingdom initially starts with the Israelites, man. But now that goes to America, man, to Edom. Because this is modern day Edom. This is modern day Basra. This is the modern day land of Uz. Okay? And the Heavenly Father, he's going to destroy from out the face of the earth, saving he will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, man. So there's an elect, there's a remnant that's going to be saved, man. Okay? For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. That's right, because Israel, we're spread about in all these different nations, man. You got Israelites that look like Edomites, Israelites that look like Moabites, Ammonites, Elamites, whatever. Because that was part of the curse that was given to our people by the Heavenly Father, man. For our iniquities, man. Okay? For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So the elect, they're not going to fall. When all of this corn just come about, when all this destruction come about, when Jacob's trouble come about, the elect is going to be saved in that, man. Okay? Verse 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And that's right, man. So when you got these churches talking about some guy hates the sin and not the sinner, that's a lie, man. That's a lie. All the sinners of the Lord's people, you're going to die by the sword. Okay? And we're telling you with urgency, but nobody's listening. Nobody's stopping to ask questions. Nobody's stopping to adhere to it. You just think that you can do whatever you want. Why? Because you claim that Christ died for everybody, when that's not true. When that's not true. Okay? We're trying to tell you who you are, but nobody cares. But that's all right, because in that time of Jacob's trouble, before that happened, real quick, this is Hosea 15. Hosea 5 verse 15. Yep. 5 verse 15, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. The only one who acknowledge their offense is the elect. And seek my face. How do you seek the Lord's face? By coming back to the Lord, taking the commandments, reading the scriptures, believing in it with true sincerity, 100%, calling on the name of Yahweh Shai, and believing on the name of Yahweh Shai. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. And in their affliction, they will seek me early. That's right. In your affliction, you want to seek the Lord early, man. And in Proverbs, it says you want to seek him early, but you're not going to find him. Because the Lord's going to put, before a famine of food comes, the Lord's going to put a famine of the word. Amos. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And that's right, man. There's going to come a time, it's going to be a famine. You're not going to hear this word no more, man. We're not going to be readily found on the streets. We're not going to be on a YouTube, because YouTube's going to be shut down. The internet's going to be regulated. Or it's going to be shut down in totality. Okay? So when that famine of the word comes, then you're going to try to seek it. But it's going to be too late. Going back into Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake, nor prevent us. And how are you saying that the evil shall not overtake nor prevent you? As you walk up and down the street and you ignore this word that's being spoken to you, okay? As you ignore the word, as you ignore the Lord's prophets, that's how you're saying it in your actions. Oh, nigga, that ain't gonna happen in my time. Everything's gonna be like everything. Ever since the day, since old, I'ma die and you still gonna be talking this shit. That's what you say. That's what you say. Hey, this is This is 2 Peter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that this shall come in the last days, scoffers, walking after their own lust. When you got people that get on the comic board, scoffing at the word, walking after their own lust, okay? And saying, where's the promise of his coming? That's right. Where's the promise of the coming of Yahweh, man? That's what they saying, man. Okay? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. And that's what they say. Everything's going to be the same. You really believe that the white man has been ruling the world forever and ever, man. You really believe that everything's going to last. You think you're going to die in your old age, man. Oh, I retired from the military. I'm cool. I got my check coming in. Me and my wife, we're vacations. We're enjoying life. And we're going to do that until I die. And I'm going to leave it to my kids. Well, guess what, man? That's not so. Okay? You're going to die in your unbelief. Okay? And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant. So, you knowing all this stuff that we're saying, you willingly ignorant. You see the black woman eat glass. Everything's funny to the nigga woman. Okay? Because she's starving out here, or she getting raped. Because she ain't getting no food. She's selling her kids to the so-called white man for a chick. You see? Everything's funny to it ain't funny. The Lord said what? He who laughs now, you're going to mourn and weep later. Reading on. For this they willingly are ignorant. Okay? For this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store. So look, the earth was flooded before by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for all the wickedness that was done in the midst. But the earth is still here, water receding, the land came up, the heavens are still in store. For what? Are kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So that fire is that nuclear fire, man. Okay? Well, you think it's all sweet. You think it's all good. You think the evil day is not going to prevent you. You see the nigga woman, she walked by last and she was smiling. Then she heard her rape. She stopped. I ain't going to touch her. But in that day, she going to be swept up and at destruction. You up here laughing and snickering. Everything funny till it ain't funny no more. Just like during the time of Noah. St. Matthew. St. Matthew. Chapter 24, verse 38. For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in the marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Okay? So just like everybody was getting married, they were living a high life, they were eating and drinking, partying, throwing it up. But then the flood came and took them away. Once the Lord put Noah and his family in that boat and shut it up. And then they knew everything that Noah was saying was true, was right, was on point, was perfect. They be like, we should have listened to Noah. They were begging and screaming to get in that boat, get into the ark, but they couldn't. Okay? It's the same way as it's the coming of the Son of Man, which is Yahushua. When he comes, it's going to be just like that. Before that fire hit, all you people, you laughing and smiling, especially you women, man. You women of the tribe, it's all good because you living good now. But when that day, when everything ceases, when your job is over, when your benefits are cut, then you're going to try to get right. But it's going to be too late. We're telling you now is the time of repentance. You see, it's funny. Everything's a joke. But we're living in a time of repentance. Okay? We're living in a time of repentance. And as long as that door is closing, and you ain't gonna be able to seek salvation in that gate, man. Okay? Back in Obadiah 1 and 10, all the sinners of back in Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, but say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And that's what the Lord is doing. He's rebuilding the tabernacle of David as he did in the days of old. Okay? That's why you see us out here sitting on the highway with all these signs, with the truck, the child fraud sign, the chart, that nobody likes. Okay? Because the Lord is building up the tabernacle of David, the house of the what, man? The Bayat the what? Okay? Bayat that was God. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Which is the house of David. He's rebuilding it over again. Why? Because he's setting it up. All the prophets, we were here. We were part of David's mighty men. All the men that are here. Okay? They laughed at Noah. They laughed and snickered at Yahushua. Had him put to death. Because they wanted him to try to stop the prophets. Okay? But did you not know that even, what's his name? He was prophesied that one man shall die for the nation of Israel. Did he not do that? Yeah, he did. Okay? All right? Just because you don't believe it or you don't see it, don't mean it's not going to happen. Okay? You don't mean that it's not going to happen. The Lord is going to judge this place, man. What are you telling? I'm not selling anything. No. I'm telling the truth about the word. If you Edomites, you're going into slavery. I ain't got to tell you that. I'll get that to you for free. Okay? Get cut off because they didn't want to praise the Lord's name. They didn't want to give honor, glory to Yahushua. Guess what? The elect, they're going to do that. They're going to give glory to the Lord, man. They're going to take heed to the word. This is Sirach chapter 17, verse 9. He gave them glory in his marvelous acts. Never and ever. I'll start from 1. This is Sirach 17 and 1. The Lord created man of the earth and turned him into it again. He gave them few days and in a short time, and power also over the things therein. Okay. He endowed them with strength by themselves, and made them according to his image. The Lord did all these things, man. The Lord said, I create good, I create evil. How the Lord do all these things, man. They received the use of 5 operations, which is your 5 senses. Your sense of smell, so your sense of sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch, man. They received the use of 5 operations of the Lord. And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding. And in the 7th, speech and interpreter of cognition thereof. So the Lord gave men the ability, not only did he give us the 5 senses, he gave us the understanding of things, man. The ability to speak and the ability to explain and rationalize cognition, which is thought, okay? Counsel and tongue, and eyes and ears and heart gave he them to understand. The heart that he gave you to understand is the mind. The Hebrew word for heart is la'av. So he gave you a mind to understand, okay? Withal, he filled them with the knowledge of understanding and showed them good and evil. He set his eyes upon their hearts that he might show them the greatness of his works. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. And that's what we're doing. With these words, we're declaring the Heavenly Father's works with understanding. Okay? Which you Edomite, you nations, you heathens, 2/3 you can't do. You say, oh, everything happened because of Mother Nature, or things happen because of out of chaos, and then all this order came. See? Verse 10, and the elect shall praise his holy name. The elect of what? The elect of Israel shall praise his holy name. What is the Heavenly Father's holy name? Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's the word, that's that mark. This knowledge, this understanding. This is that mark, this is that party. Okay? Malachi 4. Malachi chapter 4. Malachi chapter 4 verse 2. But unto you that fear my name, there go that thing about the name again. Because you got cats out there, you don't fear the name. You don't fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's why they're not saying it. Like some of these friends, Israelite groups, like IUIC, ISUPK, GOCC. You talking about the law, but you don't even fear the Lord's name. You make mockery of it, okay? But unto you that fear my name, and the only ones who's going to fear the name of the Lord is the elect.